Hey guys, still here. Welcome back to Civ 6, where we're going to continue with the French cultural expansion. Now I have a lot of work ahead of me, as I still want to get my religion spread, and especially this settlement here to the north, the city-state Geneva, would like to get some sort of religious conversion. So I'm going to be needing to build a holy district in Paris. Aside from that, I have my two new towns, which still need to grow. Amboise is doing quite well, but is starting to run into an amenity problem. Marseille is growing moderately okay. It's 43 turns for the next expansion, so that thing could definitely use a touch-up by going potentially for the crabs and by improving some of the other resources. So I still have a lot of work ahead of me. I am not particularly doing that well on the ranking. I mean, my points value is okay, but that's mostly coming from culture and wonders. That is generating also a decent amount of points. Tech, I'm pretty far behind on. If you look at the science victory, the Greek Empire is generating 44 science per turn, whereas I'm at 23. So I need to up my science and up my production as well. Now, we have a new civic to choose from. And once again, civics are mostly going to be very important for getting wonders out. Let's see, the next wonder that I can grab. Mercantilism is a privateer, that's not a wonder, that's a unit. This is Machiavellianism, plus 50% production towards spies. I do like to use spies. I haven't used them that much in the previous playthroughs, but they do have some very, very nice capabilities, including stealing great works. This one, though, is what I'm going to go for now. The Bolshoi Theater awards 2 randomly chosen free civics when completed. It also generates great writer points, great musician points, and it has a couple of slots for these works. Also allows me to get 100% culture yield from theater district buildings and get me more great musician points. So that's going to be the next objective. As for my own government slots, I'm going to change my policy for the military aspect. If I have the ability there. Yep, 50% discount on all unit upgrades. That's what I want to get now. Because I want to start upgrading my crossbowmen, or my archers, to crossbowmen. So that I have a bit more defense and become a bit less of an easy target. Production in Paris. Now I can go for these. And especially the sooner I build them, the better they're going to perform. Culture slots, or culture points, great writer points, great artist points. These store artifacts, these store great works. I find great works to be a bit more useful than great artifacts. Alternatively, I can go for the holy site and start spreading my religion. It's not something that I usually do, so let's go for that. And we're going to park that thing right here. Let's see, what's Leon working on? Oh, right, a trader, yeah. That makes sense. I do have 1 trade route in use out of my 4 potential trade routes. And talking about trade, I do need some money. So I need to get my traders up and running quickly. Amboise is 5 turns out. I hope that I won't lose any units, which is definitely a possibility if you're running negative. If you keep that up for too long, you're going to regret it.
I've lived through some terrible things in my life. Some of which actually happened.
Those 2 are not too useful. At least not in the short run. I'm going to do a bit of a power play for Geneva now. Let's see. Yep, they are now my ally. And there's Lisbon right next to it. Lisbon is a trade empire, or trade city-state. If I can start trading with them, that's going to get me a lot of money. And considering that my trader's almost done, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Oh, great. I guess they were his, and that he does not quite like it that I took it off of him. But I do like the additional science income that I just got. Trader in 3 turns, come on guys. Marseille is done with the wall, which is going to cost me additional... Wow. Is my trader done or anything? Yeah, we have no gold left. Our costs are higher. If this continues, we will lose amenities and our users will desert. Fantastic. And amenities is -1. All sorts of issues, but in 2 turns, I hope to fix that if I can start trading to Vilnius. Or Lisbon. Come on, get the trader out. Wonder completed, Chichen Itza.
The taxpayer. That's someone who works for the federal government, but doesn't have to take the civil service examination.
Now this is an interesting one. Each city receives +1 culture for each specialty district it constructs. This one currently has 1. This one is on its way. Correction, it has 2. It also has the research campus there. This one is in possession of 2, or at least it's having 1 and it's building the second one. You don't have 1 yet. You do. You have the theater square. So this could generate +3 culture. Is that worth it? I don't think so. Not in the short run. Come on. There we go. Trader. Vilnius is only +3. That's not what I was hoping for. I was hoping for a bit more. What is my biggest expense at the moment? What is my biggest expense? What am I losing money on so much? Total expenses per turn, -17. Some of these buildings are costing me money, of course. Crossbowmen are costing me money. If possible, I want to switch my civics so that I can change the units to not cost me anything, or at least cost me less. Currently I cannot switch it because I need 180 gold, but I can potentially switch to a civic, or switch to researching one. That's going to be done almost instantly, like naval tradition, so I can then freely swap those things around. As for you, we're going to start building one of these quickly. There's another trader about to be completed in Lyon.
If you see a castle under fog, you must walk there to meet the
Alhambra one,
extraordinary
+1 military policy slot. I'm not likely to use that. Let's see. I'm not sure if I can make it to Geneva. We transfer you to Paris and then start trading from there. Next up. This is siege tactics, Renaissance walls, additional defenses. But cartography will allow me to get my units embarked further. So that's what I'm going to go for. As for the next, we're going to go for the art museum here.
A good navy is not a provocation to...
Change policies. Where is it? There, conscription. -2.1. Still not fantastic, and I'm still losing money. For some reason I cannot trade with Geneva. Why is that? Because my units can make it there. Curious. Paris does not need any further growth. In which case we're going to transfer you to Marseille. And from there import some food from somewhere else. Right, back to the intended path. Send an envoy to Lisbon. Get me money. Not yet. 1 envoy, +4 gold in the capital. That's probably going to be processed next turn. Yep, there we go, +1.5. What's your problem? Is it that I have too many wonders again? Yep, that's it. I have more wonders than he does. And he does not like it. Finally, money. Okay, start trading to Vilnius. Get your culture back in. 60 culture per turn. Now we're getting somewhere. I'm no longer the suzerain of the Geneva state. How much do they have? Yeah, someone else also has 5. So there's that. Well, at least I'm no longer losing money. That's fortunate. It seems that we've completed a trade route. Yes. Next up. We're gonna switch you to start in Marseille, and then start importing food from another city. Marseille still has some... No, actually it doesn't have any room to grow. Granary should fix that. Go to Paris and import some productivity. Banking has
Every man should
advanced.
make his son learn
Guilds.
some useful trade or profession, so that in these days of changing fortunes, they may have something tangible to fall back upon.
I don't really need the Great Merchant. They're nice to have, because they can generate some very nice resources. It depends on which one you're getting, but sometimes they can generate some really nice resources there. How am I doing on points? 167. Still puts me way above Norway. Norway always seems to lag behind. Greece is currently in the lead. Production. We're gonna get a shrine. As for Marseille, Marseille now has 5 housing available. And I also want to get a theater square here, but it takes a long time to get that. If I focus you on production, that's gonna make it a bit better. A spy in 43 turns. Bloody hell. No, we're gonna go for walls. Defend this place. I already have some walls, but the less I can invest in military units, the better. Norway has denounced the evil deeds of Greece. Germany has denounced the evil deeds of
In
Congo.
diplomacy, there are 2 kinds of problems, small ones and large ones. The small ones will go away by themselves, and the large ones you will not be able to do anything about.
Now this is nice. Plus 50% production towards spies. Spy ops take 25% less time. This is something that I can use in order to influence all of the other civilizations. Let's see, how am I doing on great scientist points? Generating 4.2 turn, or 4.2 points per turn, versus 5.8 for some unmet. 4.1? Okay. I'm gonna put that in a wildcard policy slot, just to test it out. I haven't used it at all yet, so we're gonna overwrite that one. And then once that shrine is done, we're gonna have a look at getting a spy or 2 up and running. Which also will require me to do some more scouting. Because you can only impact other civilizations with spies if you know where their cities are. Okay. So now we should be able to purchase or get... What am I missing? See, I'm not very well versed in getting stuff along the lines of missionaries and apostles and stuff. Apostles can only be purchased by faith. Well, currently I cannot purchase anything. I thought I could purchase missionaries at this stage. But we're going to have to get a temple. Or potentially invest in some further economic expansion by building a commercial complex. Art museum. 44 tourism per turn. The more great works I can score off, the better I will be. Actually, this is further housing. Let's go for that. Get another civilian up and running. Somebody completed the Great Lighthouse. Trade route plundered. A barbarian scout has been Great. And we're losing money again. There. No more scout. Thanks, Vilnius. These are apostles, right? Yeah. What? Really? Keep your scouts away from this city. I still have a religion, don't I? I mean, I founded the Medici religion.
New opinions are always suspected, and usually opposed, without any other reason, but because they are not already common.
Alright, we can send another envoy. How much is Lisbon influenced? Because Lisbon would be a very welcome addition here. Only one. Can I add 2 more? Boom. That helps. Gives me the advantage of traders being immune to be plundered on water tiles. And it gives me another +4 in every commercial hub, which I'm currently building. So that will help me in a couple turns. You want me to declare a war on Pericles? I wouldn't know where to find the guy. But tobacco... Never mind then. If I don't have to go to war, then I would very much prefer not to. You want my silk, you're gonna give me money, and you're gonna give me open borders. Well, I have 2 of it, and I could use your money. So thank you very much. There, plus 2.4. My economy needs some work. Ah, damn it. I should have fired at that scout. Now he's probably too far away. Unless I can... Yeah, there we go. Hang on, I can upgrade them again. Oh, never mind, they're archers. Haha, that's why I could upgrade them. Okay. Okay, let's start getting a ship out. Preferably something that can actually move across the waters. There we go. Cartography is done in 1 turn. So I need to get some sort of quick research project, quick production project done. So that I can then switch to building a caravel. Start exploring some more. That one's almost
If
done.
your actions inspire others to dream...
Get back home and hold. Right. What's going to be the next research project? These ones are very welcome, but I don't have a lot of terrain left. Banking, square rigging, further siege tactics, or defense against siege tactics, actually. Frigates. I don't think I can build frigates. Probably... No, I don't actually need niter for that. Kill a unit with a musketman. Not likely to happen anytime soon. Let's go for money then. Now, why can I still not purchase apostles? I just don't quite get that. Requirement, temple or a stave church? Well, I have a temple. Is it because Paris is no longer religious towards my own religion or something? Dominant religion in 0 cities, yeah. You must have a shrine in a holy district to purchase missionaries. I do have that. I must have a temple, which I do. Or I must have spent an apostle to launch an inquisition. Yeah, I don't have that yet. What am I missing, guys? Why is it not possible, despite having a holy site with a temple and a shrine, for me to actually get one of them? It's not like the tile needs to be worked, because it is being worked. Curious. I should also have enough faith, because I believe one of these guys costs me 200, which means I have plenty. So I find it hard to figure out exactly what I'm missing. China has been targeted by a declaration of war by Mohenjo-daro. Okay. Let's see, another great writer. Yes, please.
A lady's imagination is very rapid. It jumps from admiration to love, from love to matrimony in a moment.
That's another bit of tourism. How much am I generating at the moment? Culture. I believe I'm leading in that department. No, I'm not. 48 per turn. Versus 28. He's generating a little bit less culture. Unlike the Germans, but they don't have a lot of tourism. So someone else, or actually two other civilizations, have further attractions that are bringing in tourism to their nations. Which is very interesting to see. Can we stash you anywhere where you can actually be useful? How are my great works? No. Everything's full. Alright, then let's get ahead of ourselves and move you to Lyon, where in 6 turns the art museum will be done, so we can probably stash another great work there. With Paris walls coming up, we can now start building a ship and finally get a bit of an idea of what's out there. Caravel, 15 turns. Miss Austin, you're gonna have to wait a couple of turns, because we're not quite ready for your next great work yet. Yep, we'll wait one. Increase trade route capacity, because this thing is done, which is now getting me a decent amount of money. I mean, it's only 7, but it's way better than it was. As for further culture, I'm gonna go for the amphitheater now. 6 gold per turn, that's nice. Yeah, 2 more turns and you can start writing again. One more turn, industrial era, and 1260, that's pretty early. But someone else must have gotten there a lot sooner. Progress towards civil engineering is completed.
Projects a fragile kind of strength and a certain inflexible precision.
This is going to be very powerful. Plus 100% culture yield from theater square district buildings. And I can get the Great Musician with 4 points per turn. And the Bolshoi Theater. Awards 2 randomly chosen free civics when completed. Must be built on flat land adjacent to a theater square district. Which I believe I have room for, right about there. So we're going to change policies. And we're going to set up the culture bonus. This one will override it, but it should be more powerful that way. I don't believe I got any others, so let's confirm. Current 65.6. Oh, only 66? I thought it would have been a bit more than that. What wonder can we go for next? I could go for natural history and go for an art museum or a history museum. And then start excavating some antiquity sites, which is going to give me further tourism. Which is also going to require colonialism and further stuff. So, definitely still some work ahead of me. Vilnius is still mine. I'm still the suzerain of Lisbon. Geneva is not mine. We're going to switch that up. Which is probably going to get me the wrath of another civilization, like the Pericles, or the Greek. Alright, Leon, you should be ready to start building the Bolshoi Theater. It's only going to take you 121 turns. Holy shit. I may be able to speed that up if I take out some forests here. But, geez, that's going to take me forever. Well, I'm going to have to try and go for it. And then make my way to somehow get that thing done. Ah, damn it, the art museum cannot facilitate Jane Austen. Okay. Then the amphitheater might. Ah, Congo.
Ngeti monavo lo sambuka kwa tata nzambi. Keti lwena vava mukabula ntemwena.
I wouldn't be surprised if these guys are actually pretty good in the culture department. Or generating a lot of tourism.
We're all apprentices in a craft where no one ever becomes a master.
Now I can finally build an industrial zone, which will help me in further developing production capability. Hopefully quickly. Let's see. Yep, they're generating 54 culture per turn versus my 52. But they're generating more culture per turn, 93 versus my 70. So they probably have some further buildings. Pericles has made peace with China. Yeah, the amenities are getting problematic.
Without mathematics, there's nothing you can do.
That's the Petra Wonder,
Everything
which I
around.
finally got around to getting. But I believe it's already been built. And here we go again. China is ever so happy with me having more wonders. If you want to change that, my dear China, you're gonna have to just build your own bloody wonders. And stop complaining about mine. Right. The walls are up in Marseille. The entertainment complex will help, but there's still some undeveloped land here, so we're going to go for a builder. Which will also help me in chopping down this forest or turning it into a production site, so I can get that Bolshoi Wonder built faster. Yes, yes, Paris needs more amenities, I know. Unfortunately, there's not a lot that I can do about that for now. I could get the perk where you get more amenities by every garrisoned building or every garrisoned unit per city. That should at least reduce the amenities to -1 there, -1 there, and neutral
Having seen
there.
a non-market economy, I suddenly understood much better what I liked about a market economy.
I don't have any trade routes currently. Okay. So, oh damn it, I cannot really change that. Military. Which one is it? Yeah, +1 amenity for cities with a garrisoned unit. I'm gonna override the spies for now. Economic or diplomatic? +1 culture and science from international trade routes, which I don't have. But triangular trade means that every trade route generates more gold. What do I put that on? I think this one, colonial offices. Alright, I need you to start trading with Vilnius. That's further culture income or input. As for you, we're going to switch, or we're going to start building the archaeological museum. So we can now get to work on developing architecture. It's going to be a while, but okay. Lisbon. Plunder immunity at sea. Good. It's not likely to be impacted by that too much. 11 gold per turn. 77 culture. Finally, my ship is done. Start exploring. Be quick about it. Temple. I thought I had one.
Ndenda mona kaka keti dieno. Mukabula kinzambi ponso kondo lumungu.
Come on. Game isn't over yet. We can still spread the religion. Hold your horses. What's that? Brussels. What kind of civ are you? Industrial. +2 production in the capital, +2 production in each industrial district, which I don't have. And what do you want me to do? Send a trade route.
Sjór þinn varnarlaus, vinnur minn. Árás væri auðveldaverk.
Yes, as per the usual, Norway is very happy about me not having a navy. Shit. The Greek Empire has been stealing tech boosts. Greece. I need to have a word with you. I regret that I had to resort to such tactics. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. How is it that I don't believe you? Corinth! Oh, he already has frigates. It's no match for my caravel. Or actually, my caravel is no match for him. Right, get some stone. Holy shit. What is Norway up to? Are you at war with anyone, by any chance? You're not. Declared friend of Germany. Denounced virtually everyone else. Interesting. Okay, Marseille. It doesn't have too much that I can use. Production is still outright terrible. A harbor will give me another trade. Yeah, let's go for a trader. Anyway, Jane Austen, I can transfer her to another city. Right there. And then have her create some other great works. Who's that? Zanzibar. Religious, I believe. No, trade. That's going to be my next conquering. Or my next city-state. Zanzibar has a
It is the
decent
mark
fleet.
of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without...
Alright, Austin, get to work.
Know your own happiness. You want nothing but patience, or give it a more fascinating name. Call it hope.
All done. Now we're generating 56 tourism per turn. Which puts me still in 3rd place. Jesus. His culture is 100 per turn? Congo was always very, very good at generating culture. It seems to be a pattern. What do we have now? Yerevan. Religious. As for you, we're gonna chop down that forest. That seems like a pretty industrial age transport ship. So why am I still sailing around with caravels? Okay, Paris, can we now... Incredible. I still cannot purchase any item with faith. No, not there. Religion. Is it because there are no dominant... Because there's no dominant religion anywhere? Because my holy city's been converted? If that's it, then I'm wasting a lot of points. Oh well. Here's to learning. Anyway, I'm gonna cut the episode here. It's gonna be, or it's been another half hour. If you want to join me for the next one, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next episode. I do apologize for this thing not being as interesting as the conquering campaigns that I did previously. I'm actually a bit bored, because there's no real superior tactics or superior strategies involved to conquering other nations or the civilizations, strategic cities that I may want to capture. So we're just merrily floating along in our sea of culture. Doing okay, but there's still a long road ahead if I want to get that world ranking or world leading position in culture, which I'm currently not getting. So, still a lot to be done. Probably quite a few episodes ahead. For now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon for more episodes of Civilization 6.